Hi YouTube. Somebody asked me how you remove a Hoover Elite bag to wash it, and I said I'd make a video showing him or her how to do it, because it'd be easier and less confusing than explaining it. So, first thing we need to do, if you have this style of Elite bag, outer bag, because there's two outer Elite bag styles. There's this style with the one that says stair cleaning handle, and it's quite a wide base, and it's got a wide topper, and there's a zip on the side. And the other style doesn't have a zip on the side, and it inflates more, and it's got a thinner plastic piece on either end of the bag. And for that style you don't need to remove the body from the power head, unlike this style, which I'll get to in a minute. So, because we have this style of bag with the zip on the side, to remove the bag we need to first take out the body from the cleaner head. So we need to recline it like that. And there's a screw right here, so we need to get a flathead screwdriver and unscrew that. And there's a nut on the other side which should fall off when I'm unscrewing this. Let's see if that'll come out. Yeah, it's just fell out. So the screw will just pull out like that, and the nut is on the other side like that. I'll just stand this back upright again, and then put one hand on here and use the other hand to pull the handle off. So obviously I haven't got a spare hand free, so I'll use my foot. There we are. Now, it's not necessary to do this, as I said, with the other bag style, which you slide the topper off and to get inside the bag to change it rather than the zip, because that style of bag, you can just, when you've removed it from the top here, you can just slide it straight off the piece here, so that will stay attached to the body, so it'll just slide right off. But with this, it's like attached, so you have to remove it by sliding it down, and you can't do that when it's on the body. So what we need to do next, obviously, is make sure you've got the outer bag removed, sorry, the inner bag removed, which it is, and then unhook the top here. There we go. And then we need to just pull this off, and it's sort of prise it, get your fingers behind it, and it'll just unclick like that. Depending on how many times it's been removed will be how easy it will be to pull that off. Now we just need to slide this off here. So it's got a little ridge here which this piece sits over. You just sort of need to press that down as you slide it off towards you. See if I can do that here. Let me get the flat head under it slightly just to help. There we go. And that just slides straight off like that. Now, I would recommend that you hand wash this rather than put it in the washing machine, because these logos have a tendency to come off in the washing machine, because obviously it's a more vigorous action than hand washing. And even when you hand wash it, I wouldn't scrub over this, because it will come off. As you can see, this has been washed before, this bag, and it's slightly faded. It was a lot darker than that, but I stopped because I didn't want it to come off anymore. And that's a good thing about hand washing. You can keep checking just to see if everything's alright on the logo, because obviously a washing machine has a fixed cycle, so it just come out either nothing there at all or extremely faded. But if you want to put it in the washing machine and you're not bothered about the logo, then go for it, but I wouldn't recommend putting it in the washer. So anyway, if you're going to hand wash it, you can leave these bottom and top pieces on and just carefully hand wash it. I wouldn't put it in the washing machine with these plastic pieces on, but like I said, I do recommend hand washing it. But if you really do want to put it in the washing machine, then you'll want to remove this, because it'll damage inside the machine otherwise, or it could damage the machine. So there is 6 little holes here, and you need to get your flathead screwdriver. I can get it to stay where I want it, which it isn't going to. That'll do. And you just sort of need to get it behind it like that. There's this little plastic thing, as you can see there. Just sort of push it out, and do that on all of them, and then it should start to pull out of the base here, and it's exactly the same for the top. So I'll just do that and then I'll get back to you. Okay, there we go. So basically what you do is you put your flathead between the edge of the plastic and the rubber sort of piece that's sewn onto the bag. You sort of push it outwards and then push it down out of this plastic piece here, so it'll start to look like that, and it'll come away from the little clips that are holding it in place. And then you should just be able to pull the bag, as you can see, there you go, it's coming out. And it comes right out of these bracket pieces here. There we are. So that won't bang about as much in the washing machine if you were to choose to wash it that way. Same exact principle for the top of the bag here, the way it comes off. Just remember that when you put this back on, that the little clip here, which holds the bag at the top, it's at the back here, and the zip should be on the right hand side. And obviously make sure it's a stair cleaning handle at the front of the bag where the lettering is. So to put that back on, you just press it into place, and it's just got like the little groove around the edge there, and you just push it in, and you can't really do it wrong, to be honest. You can see like that, it just pushes in. I'm probably making it look a lot more difficult than it actually is. Just push it into the slot like that. And it should click back into place, and you can use your flathead to press it in. You know, make sure it's clicked under there, under that little clip. So like I said, you can just get the edge of your flathead and push it down. Oops. It should click under there. Now I've took it out before, so it's probably not going to click in the same, but it's still gone under the little tabs. There we are. So that's pushed right in now, so if I pull on that, it doesn't come out. Now, you wouldn't have had to go to all this trouble if you had the other style bag, which doesn't have the zip on the side, and you just slide it off the top to access the inner bag. What you would do in that case is, again, release the top with it still all assembled, release the top of the bag from the hook, prise it off from the top here for where the fill tube is, and then the bag would just slide straight off of its little slider. It would stay attached like that and it would just slide off. Then the bag would completely come off very easily. But this style's a bit more work, especially if you want to put it in the washing machine. You'd have to take these off, but hand washing you won't have to bother taking these off. But as I say, just be careful with the logo. So obviously to put it back on, you just do it in the reverse order. You just push that, line that back up at the bottom and push it on so it clicks into place. Click this back into place in these 4 holes. You'll hear it click when you get it lined up. Hang on. There we go. Clicked into place, and then you just want to put that back in like that. Then put your base back onto the handle body back onto the power head. Just pushes in, and then obviously you need to put your screw and bolt back in. So the screw goes in this side like that. The bolt goes on the other. Just sort of hand tighten that slightly to start with. There we go. And then you can just tighten that up with your flathead. Obviously you want to make sure the bag's dry before you put it back on. I think it's fell off. Yes, it has. Doing these things with one hand is extremely impossible, almost. Anyway, I'll screw that back up after, but hopefully I haven't confused you too much, but that was an attempt to show you how to remove the bag to wash it on a Hoover Elite. Thanks for watching.